What's up, everybody? It's your favorite real estate investor, Mike Anderson with letsgetpaid.com, and I am going to show you a masterpiece, okay? We're about to go out to a house that you guys are going to see. This is one of my first deals, actually, okay? So from acquisitions to where it is right now has been a complete journey, okay? We're still going through our profit strategies, what we plan to do with it, but just a little bit about the acquisition on how we acquired this house. Now, I stepped foot on this doorstep, and this house is in complete ruins. The homeowner, who was actually the son of the homeowner that passed away, stated that the home had slipped into foreclosure. He did not have the funds to be able to reinstate that loan. So we were able to slide in, do what needed to be done, help him first push out that foreclosure date to allow us time to execute the purchase of the home. After purchasing the home, we went to see what we were going to do, and we actually ended up completely gutting this home. We took everything out, changed the infrastructure and everything. It was a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It is now a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, which you will see. Now, as we walk this property, we're going to discuss some profit strategies. Right now, we are in the mix of not knowing if we are going to hold this house for long-term rental or hold this house for short-term rental, such as Airbnb. So I want you guys' opinion. Tell me what you think as we walk this property, and we will definitely be back after we walk the property to give you guys a final update on what we decided to do with it. Let's go check it out. Hey, we have a house here, Dallas, Texas, by the Dallas Zoo. Hey, it's completely rehab. Now, this is a home that we got acquisitions on in January of this year. Now that is December 2022. The home is completely redone. Now we're talking about profit strategy. We know we want to rent. Do we want to do long-term rental, or do we want to do short-term rental with Airbnb? What I want to do is I want to give you guys a live look on the inside of this house while I detail you everything that we've done to it, and you let me know what you think. Come on. What you can see on the outside of the house, if you would have seen this house when we first acquired it, it was rough. So on the outside, you see a gray shade. We put a nice gray shade on the outer brick, as well as adding that pillar. If you check out the yard, you'll see fresh grass. We laid fresh sod. We had to cut some trees, and then just add to the curb appeal, which is what you'll see on the round of the house with the bushes, the brick, and the walkway. So the exterior of the house looks attractive, and it makes you want to enter it. So we will post some pictures so you can see what the house looked like before it looks like now on the exterior. But now that you see what it looks like on the outside, let's go ahead and let's take that walk through on the inside so you can see what we've done. So now that we're on the inside of the house, you can see that, of course, it's a completely rehabbed, a completely finished product. I can kind of walk through and tell you some of the things that we did. Some of the things are very obvious, as in the new paint, the new flooring. We went ahead and selected the vinyl flooring for this house. Now this fireplace is it's a gas fireplace, and it's a firewood, natural fireplace. It did not work. We had to fix the gas line. The chimney was clogged up. So after unclogging the chimney, fixing the gas line, we're able to get this fireplace operable. Now, what you see right here was not here, okay? So we had to do a complete gut. We completely changed the infrastructure of this property, okay? So what you see right here with a square door with an actual closing door was just an opening into what you can call an office or just a spare living room. This wall right here was actually a full wall, okay? Right here was the piping for the washer and dryer. On the other side of the wall is where they had the washer and dryer. The previous homeowner at this property actually had his desk right here. So to enter the kitchen, you actually had to go through this door, and then there was another opening right here in which would allow you to enter that kitchen, okay? Now you can see a little bit of what we've done is by knocking out this wall, completely knocking out this wall, moving the piping that was right here, and transferring it over to this side of the house to where now you see our water heater and our hookup for our washer and dryer. Basically opening that space up. So with that space, what we did is utilized a dining area, opened up the kitchen. Mind you guys, like I said, this was an opening into the kitchen. We just went ahead and closed that up. Be a great spot for the refrigerator to go. And then just put a utility closet right there on the side. So now this kitchen it's way more open. You can see what's going on outside. You can also see what's going on in the main part of the house as well. Now, another thing we did we put an accent beam. So to knock out these walls, of course we have to keep the beams in place. So what we did to not make it look awkward with the beam that we could not replace is we just accented it with a little stain, okay? And then hanging a chandelier right here on the side of it. Then what we did to kind of create some separation, because right here it just went into a big room. We went ahead and created a wall so we could create a hallway to separate the hallway and the bedroom and bath area from the living area and the kitchen. So if you come right here, you'll see where this was actually a closet. We turned this from a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom, 1 bath to a 3-bedroom, 2 bath. So we took the utility closet, took some square footage out of this bedroom we're about to walk into, and made this a full-size bathroom. And then going in here, we were able to close this off. That was, this part was connected with the kitchen. We went ahead and closed this off. And as you walk back here, which we'll show you later in the video, we created a closet, but the interesting thing about this is this was closed off. This was a wall. This back part was actually an enclosed patio that the previous homeowners had done themselves. So what we did is we just kept that closed off, but closed it off even more. Instead of making it a living area, we used it for closet space for the bedrooms. Now, before we enter the master bedroom, right here was the actual entrance, to the bathroom. What we did is we closed that entrance off, came in here to the bedroom, and we created another entrance into the master bathroom, expanding that bathroom a bit and creating what we have right here, a dual sink, beautiful master bathroom. In turn to the master bedroom. Now, I know you look at this master bedroom and you may not see anything extravagant, but there's a lot of work that went in to creating this bedroom to be able to, for it to look the way that it looks. We had to remove the electrical panel that was on the wall, so we had to get the wiring redone and move that electrical panel to where it would be outside of a living space. The master closet that you see right here is an addition, just like I stated in the other restroom. This was actually an add-on. It was basically the enclosed patio that they had, that we took that square footage, we took that space and we made it into 2 closets. So you have the other closet in the second bedroom, and now you see the space that we were able to create for the master bedroom. So a beautiful, nice and spacious master closet for this 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. So another feature to the house is not just the inside of the house nor the front of the house, but the access to the backside, right? There's a lot of work that went into the exterior of the home as well to make it appealing to look. So right here, like I told you, we had cut off the exit and entrance to that outdoor patio because we created the closet. We use that as closet space. So what we did is we were able to add this door right here to still give that outside access. So a few key things out here. What we wanted to do is we wanted to provide the renter, the Airbnb stayer, or the homeowner, like I said, depending on what we decide to do with this property, we wanted to provide them the privacy. So if you take a look, we had to repave the driveway, and we put the privacy fence right here along the side, and we're also going to put an exit entrance gate right here so that when the homeowner, renter pulls in, they can pull in and they can shut the gate behind them to give them that sense of privacy and that extra sense of protection as well. So now when that's closed, that gives the homeowner, when they exit this back door, direct access to their backyard. Now right here, you'll see where we have the dual unattached garage. So a 2-car garage, unattached from the property. You have the privacy fences around. So it's your choice. Weather's bad, go ahead and pull in. Weather's not, you still have the privacy and protection of being gated in to where you can leave your car seated into the driveway. Now the neighbors already had 8-foot privacy fences, so that was a blessing. We didn't have to change anything there. But if you see on the back line right here, they had 4-foot fencing. We went ahead and finished it off with the privacy 8-foot fencing over there, so we could complete the all-around look and give, like I said, the renter, the homeowner, that feeling of privacy and protection by being in this spot right here. Now we're going to take a look at the house. So now you guys are going to be able to see what this looked like beforehand, but right now, this is where the door was when I was talking about the enclosed balcony. So we had a door right here with 2 windows that we went ahead and just closed that completely off. So right there, those are the closets that you're looking at, that we looked at on the inside. One for the master bedroom right here on the right, and for the second bedroom that we have right here on the left. Didn't remove the stoop, that's okay, but we completely closed that off, put some siding on the outer finish, and then continued with the grayscale paint on the siding and the brick. Also, like I said, we had to move the electrical panel from the inside to the outside, which is what you see right here. So a lot of rewiring that went on with the house. So it's a lot more than just the structural changes that were done and the cosmetic changes that were done. With this being such an older house, there was a lot of electrical rewiring that had to be done in the house as well, and this is part of it. Now, coding requires us to have that wire at least 3 foot off of the roof. So we did have to get that pole put in there, and then we had to have Encore come out and go ahead and do the rewiring from the main power line to the power of the house. So that's what you see right there. But all in all, you can see that we've definitely enclosed and closed this backyard off to make it feel a lot more private, a lot more homey. After going through this, walking through this property, the biggest thing that we wanted to do was develop a profit strategy. Now we know we want to rent, but the big thing right now is, do we want to do long-term rental or do we want to do short-term rental as an Airbnb? So what we wanted to do is we wanted to get the opinion of somebody that utilizes Airbnb for a significant amount of time when they do. So none better than to bring my wife along, who is a registered nurse. She does ICU and she does travel assignments. So a lot of times when she's doing these travel assignments, she's staying in Airbnbs for a significant amount of time. So, babe, it's true that this is your first time actually viewing this house outside of pictures, right? Correct. So from an Airbnb perspective, would this be, well, before I ask that question, from an Airbnb perspective, what are some things that you look for when you're searching for the right Airbnb?
I look for a decent area, an area that feels safe. I also look for a property that's clean, cozy, up to date, an adequate amount of seating, TV. I would say TV in the living room would be priority. In the bedroom would be nice, but it's not, you know, it's okay if you don't. And then as far as the kitchen, a nice up-to-date kitchen that you're able to use if you do decide to cook. So those are things I look for. An updated bathroom would also be something else I look for. Okay. Just generally when I'm looking for an Airbnb.
So you want to be in something that is comfortable to stay in, right? You want to know that, you know, especially you being a nurse, I know a big thing is cleanliness, right? So you want to be in something that is, to the eye, looks clean. Yes. When you get there, of course, looks and smells clean, you know, well put together, but you also want the sense of comfort and hominess. Yes. You know, you're staying there for at least a month. So when you come in there, you want it to have a homey feeling to make it a bit more comfortable and relaxing to be able to stay, correct? Correct. Okay, good deal. So out of amenities, I know we kind of touched on that, you spoke TV. Is there anything else you would add to an Airbnb outside of, you know, a TV? Are there any other, you know, amenities that you would like to see in an Airbnb, especially with you staying for an extended period of time? Yes. I would say washer and dryer is another great aspect to have. When you're working long hours, you generally don't have a lot of time to go outside of your Airbnb to do laundry. So it's definitely great to have that. And then outside of that, I feel just the cleanliness, homey feel, up to date would probably be adequate. And then of course, before we get there, it's also location, right? Where are we located based on where do you have to be? Where are you going to work? Correct. You want your travel time to be as minimal as possible. And then also the neighborhood, the area that you're staying in, you want it to be, you know, semi-comforting to know that you're safe,
yes.
right? Okay, so those are the key aspects that we're looking at when when you're looking at a Airbnb.
Correct.
Right. Okay, so those are great questions. That's a great session for myself to go through to know exactly what plan I use or plan to use when it comes to profit strategy. Do I want to keep it and use it for a long-term rental, or do we want to maximize the market and the value of putting it as a short-term rental in Airbnb? So those are some of the questions. Thank you, babe, for giving me that insight on what you look for. So I'll ask this question based off what you have seen in this house. Would this be a good rental? Or a good Airbnb? If you were on the outside looking in and you were looking for an Airbnb, would this be one that you would consider using as an Airbnb?
I would most definitely consider staying here. It definitely feels safe. It's clean, it's up to date, it's modernized. It gives you a homey feel because you are away from home, so it's nice to come to a place that feels somewhat like home. It provides all of the details that I'm looking for, so absolutely.
Okay, good deal. Well, I think we got to win. What I want you guys to do is I want you to stay tuned in this journey because we haven't made a decision yet, right? We're just in the forethoughts of what are we going to do. But stay tuned with me, more to come on what we decide to do with the profit strategy, whether we're going to rent this long term or whether we're going to go ahead and throw it out there on the Airbnb. Hey, but as always, guys, I appreciate you tuning in with me. This is your favorite real estate investor with Escape Velocity Solutions, partner with the Let's Get Paid model, coming to you. Hey, see you soon. So we're back. That was a beautiful home, isn't it? I know. There was a lot of work, a lot of tender love and care that went into that project. Teamwork definitely makes the dream work. Couldn't have done it alone. Myself, Paige, and the rest of the team really created a masterpiece with this. Shout out to Paige for what she was able to do in the design aspect of this house. And I know that you heard us discussing profit strategy. What are we gonna do? We're gonna hold it long term. We're gonna hold it short term for Airbnb. We finally made a decision to go ahead and list this on the market for lease, for long-term rental. So we're gonna hold this property. Okay, we're going to hold it for some years to come. We think that it will be an outstanding long-term rental. Somebody will definitely enjoy that home. It's in an upcoming neighborhood, a rebuilding neighborhood, right? So maybe some years down the line, we may take this property and put it on the market to sell, depending on what the market's doing. But as for right now, we went ahead and made the decision on the profit strategy to hold this long-term. If you're watching this and you're looking, hey, I want to do that. I want to learn how to invest in real estate and bounce off my profit strategies to see how I'm going to profit off my real estate. And you're here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, or even if you're not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you're in surrounding markets and you still want to know how we work, what I want you to do is I want you to go to our website, www.letsgetpaid.com. Register for free. It's free, guys. Register for free. Join our webinar where we break down our business in its entirety and see if it's something that will work for you in your market. If you are in the DFW area, do the exact same thing and come join our team while we teach you how to invest in real estate right here in the Dallas-Fort Worth market. And again, this is Michael Anderson. Let's get paid.